Welcome to Learn English at Home 79. I'm so glad you've joined me today. Have you ever moved to a new place and felt a little lost? Imagine starting a new life in a country where you don't speak the language. That's what today's story is all about. We'll read Nancy's journey and learn some English along the way. Listen closely and don't forget to comment with your own experiences or questions. I'd love to hear from you. Ready? Let's dive in. Nancy had recently moved to America, bringing her 8-year-old son along with her. She didn't speak English, only her native language, and her son was the only family she had in this new country. They settled into an apartment in Arcadia, hoping to start a fresh chapter. However, life in their new neighborhood brought challenges. After just 2 months, an alarming incident occurred. A neighbor's dog leapt over the fence and charged toward her son. Without hesitation, Nancy placed herself between the dog and her child, shielding him with her own body. She screamed at the dog, ready to defend her son at all costs. Fortunately, the dog stopped and, after a moment, turned and ran away. Trembling but relieved, Nancy hurried her son back upstairs to their apartment. That weekend, they stayed inside, shaken by the encounter. Nancy decided it was time to find a safer place to live. She searched for a new apartment closer to her son's school, hoping for a better environment. Nancy and her son didn't have a car, so they walked everywhere. But the constant walking began to take a toll on her son's health. One day, he had a severe asthma attack. Nancy realized that walking long distances was worsening his condition. She knew she needed to find a solution quickly. Determined to improve their situation, Nancy decided to buy a car. She reached out to a Honda dealership and was relieved to find a salesman who spoke her language. She explained that she wanted to purchase a new car but needed someone to pick her up since she couldn't get to the dealership on her own. The salesman kindly assured her that he would come right over. Nancy's journey in America was filled with challenges, but her love for her son and determination to provide him with a better life kept her moving forward. With each step, she was building a brighter future for both of them. Now let's explain some words from the story. First, apartment. An apartment is a place to live, usually in a big building with many homes inside. For example, I live in an apartment on the 3rd floor. Another word is neighborhood. A neighborhood is the area or part of a town where you live. Think of it like your local community. For instance, my neighborhood has a park and a school. Do you know what these words mean now? If not, listen again and try using them in your own sentence. Now, let's talk about shield. To shield means to protect someone or something from danger. Like Nancy shielded her son from the dog. Imagine using your umbrella to shield yourself from the rain. Next, relieved. When you feel relieved, you feel better after being worried. If you lose your keys and then find them, you feel relieved. Finally, trembling. If you are trembling, your body shakes because you are scared or cold. Nancy was trembling after the dog incident. Can you think of a time you were trembling? Let's move on to some more words. First, encounter. An encounter is a meeting, often something unexpected or important. Nancy had a scary encounter with the neighbor's dog. Environment is another word. Here, it means the place around you, like your home, school, or neighborhood. A safe environment is important for families. And finally, asthma attack. This is when someone with asthma has trouble breathing. It can be dangerous. If you have asthma, you need to be careful with your environment and activities. Now let's explain dealership. A dealership is a business where you can buy cars. For example, she went to a Honda dealership. A salesman is a person who sells things, like cars, in a store or dealership. The story says, she found a salesman who spoke her language. Assured means to say something to make someone feel sure or safe. For example, the salesman assured Nancy he would come to pick her up. Let's make a practical connection. Have you ever faced a problem in a new place? Maybe you moved to a new school or city. Everything feels different, and even small things can be hard. Nancy didn't know the language, but she tried her best. She protected her son, found a new home, and looked for help at the dealership. Her story reminds us that courage and asking for help are very important. Now you might be thinking, how would I handle these problems? Well, you can always ask for help, learn new words, and take small steps every day. Let's think a little deeper. Why was walking everywhere a problem for Nancy's son? That's right, his health. Sometimes a simple solution, like buying a car, is not so simple when you don't speak the language or know anyone. But Nancy found a way. She used her native language to connect with someone who could help. This shows us, even in a new place, you can find solutions by looking for support and not giving up. So, next time you face a problem, ask yourself, who can help me? What resources do I have? Often, there's a way forward. Let's quickly review. Nancy moved to America with her son. She faced danger, fear, and health problems. But she protected her child, found a new home, and got help to buy a car. Nancy didn't let difficulties stop her. She adapted, learned, and kept her family safe. Her journey is a great example of courage, or being brave, and adaptation, which is changing to fit new situations. Every step she took was for her son's better future. Now, let's see how much you remember. What do you call the place where you buy a car? Was it apartment or dealership? What word means to protect someone from danger? Is it shield or relieved? And what's the word for feeling happy after a problem is over? Is it trembling or relieved? Try to answer out loud. The more you practice, the better you remember. Now, here's my question for you. Have you or your family ever moved to a new place? How did you feel? What was the hardest part? I'd love to hear your story. Please share your answer in the comments or tell a friend in English. This helps you practice and connect with others. Let me share some tips to help you remember new words. First, write the new word and a simple sentence in your notebook. Second, say the word out loud 3 times. This helps your memory. Third, try to use the word in your real life, maybe when talking with friends or family. You can also stick notes on things in your room. For example, put a note that says apartment on your door or shield on your umbrella. The more you see and use new words, the faster you'll remember them. That's all for today, dear listeners. I hope you enjoyed Nancy's story and learned some useful English words. Remember, every day is a new chance to practice and get a little better. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you for listening and learning with me. My last tip for today: listen to English, read English, and speak English as much as you can. Small steps lead to big progress. Thanks for joining Learn English at Home 79. Keep your dreams big and your heart open. See you next time, and remember, you can do it.